Okay. Oh man, I did the ultra wide camera, but I feel like it's too wide. Oh well, no turning back now. Maybe there is turning back, but anyway, before we begin today's coloring session, I'm going to give you an art show. So I put all my original paintings on sale for the month of, and I've sold a bunch of them. And they have gone to some good witchy homes, and these are the ones that are still available. This gorgeous little beachy, this awesome moonlit scene. Those are both well under $100. I think like 50 to 80 is a really good price. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's larger, and I can't remember what it is, but it's a deal at 25% off because I think it was originally $250 or something like that. It's just gorgeous, very powerful. This is also under 100. I think it's like 50 to 70 or something like that. Absolutely love it. It's really loose, smoky, just a favorite. This one, beautiful spring vibes, excellent if you can't burn candles at home, because it will give you that candlelit vibe all the time. This one is also a really good price, and it's just, I don't know, so witchy and beautiful, so rustic. It's got smoke and roses and a broom. This one is pretty wild, but if you like pink and purple and you're a witch, highly recommend. Another gorgeous beach scene, lots of smoke and water, palm trees, beautiful rusty. I might just keep this one. So if you buy it and you see your order get canceled, that's why. She is gorgeous. Tina, you might need to turn up your volume. Anyone else, if you can't hear, let me know. She's just gorgeous. She's a witch, but she's not wearing a pointy hat. However, you can still kind of tell she's got mystical vibes. The ocean is really beautiful. The moon has this amazing glow to it. This one is really cute and sweet. Flames and earth, smoke and stuff. Perfectly painted. Gorgeous little altar piece. Her like hexing someone out in the woods after this one. This one, if you're into rainbows and candles, I think you'll love it. These two, I also might keep this one, you know, if you order this one and it gets canceled, that's why. I just love the expressions on their faces. This one, oh, this is the most expensive piece in my store. Yes, it's the house from Practical Magic. It's on sale for 25% off. And there are prints too, but this original is just really phenomenal. Phenomenal. Her sister sold the nighttime version, has been mailed off to her new home. Here's another. This one's like a love spell. So if you've been looking for love, I don't know, can't guarantee it, but you never know. And then this beautiful roses and green and pink, just magical vibes. Okay, so that's the art show. They're all in my art Etsy shop. You can DM me if you don't have that information. Summer solstice books are new this week, and I did the bonus by 2 days, which is this cool printable, because I think I did a really bad job of telling people about it. It's this foldable printing, and I think I did a lousy job of explaining how to get, and that it was even available. So I'm going to email out about that tomorrow. And basically, if you buy either version of the book today or tomorrow, you'll get it through my store, or you could just email me. Okay. So, on to the coloring portion. And if this is your first time joining me, my name is Amy Chesery, and I am the author and illustrator of Coloring Book of Shadows. And these are chill, relaxing coloring sessions where the point is really just to let loose, color however you like. We do our best not to put any expectations on ourselves or any on what we're coloring. You can use any book, whatever you like, and it's just to carve out a little space every week to get together and do some coloring. So these are the pages I've done so far in Coloring Shadows, Bold and Easy Magic. And feel free to color along with me and do as I do. But you can also do whatever you want. Color however you like. Let me see if I can change this camera because the super wide is driving me crazy. Okay, that's way better. Hi, Mel and Tony. Yeah, so today I'm going to be coloring this page. And I'm using alcohol markers, which are great, but they bleed through. They bleed. Please don't be surprised by that. There's an easy solution. It's put a couple pieces of scrap paper underneath, like maybe 2 or 3. I would do 3 or 4 just to be safe. And as long as you put your scrap underneath and use it in a single-sided book, you'll have no issues there. All right. Let's see my little color swatches. Oh, I thought I had a really light purple. Shoot. I may be a little unprepared here today. Hold on a sec. Amethyst, mauve. And okay, it's one of these light purples. I wanted one of these super pastel ones. I guess it's that one. Okay. Hi, Dev, Arn. Yeah, these are alcohol markers. And yes, these are the Ohuhu markers. And I don't know if you just heard me 30 seconds ago, but they bleed through. So make sure to always put some scrap paper underneath. Don't want anyone to be surprised by that. Although I think plenty of people are. And feel bad about it, but what can you do? You live and learn. That's what you do. And I'm not too picky about going super smooth or leaving streaks or whatever. I don't know. For me, it just takes the fun out a little bit. So I like to add like texture or shading over it a little bit to blend that in and just not worry so much. And worries in life without worrying about my coloring. So if you do want to avoid streaks, you just kind of got to go quickly before it dries. Sort of you can overlap a little bit, but you want to go quick before it dries, because once it dries and you go back in, you'll get a little bit more of a streak. So kind of plan out where you're going to have your seams. Like that up there is probably going to have a little seam, but I'm going to, 1, not worry about it, and 2, add some texture in with this so you won't see it. It is fun to make it smooth, and that is kind of one of the, oops, I went over that stuff. That's sort of one of the benefits of alcohol markers is you can get them really smooth, but I don't know. Like I said, for the stress-free approach with this anyway. going to be perfect at anything in life. It's going to be by being perfectly unfazed. When things get a little messy or rough around the yeah, I'm kind of stoked. I finished that whole sim of like 9 or 10 pages last week. And onto this new Psychic Power one. And I think I'm going to kind of shift the colors a little bit, although I had some purple in the last section. I think I might add parchment looks, and I did a lot of red and green. Purple was sort of like my third color. A lot of red and green and gold and parchment. And this one, I think I'm going to go like pastels. Because when I think about Psychic Powers, I kind of think about purple and blue. And that kind of thing. A little bit of a seam here that I'm going to try to blend, but I'm going to add some darker purple to this. So as that dries up a little bit, you won't see it so much. Oh, and I should do the darker color first here because I'm going to go over this. I'll just do it a little really quick. Sort of. Hi, Patty. Patty brings up an excellent point. Pointless to be perfect in art because the imperfections that make it interesting. So true, Patty. Cannot agree with you more. Nature is not perfect. If you haven't. Patty, I was just telling someone that you are one of the first people I remember from the early days of coloring Book of Shadows that colored a page. Maybe if not the first, but you were like up. You were one of the first, like very, very first. So thank you for making magic with me all these years. I really appreciate it. It's a little crazy. That was 2016. So this is the 9th year. Kind of wild. Where does the time go? Okay, well that looks lovely. It's very lovely. Okay. So mauve. Darkening up my little corners here. Wait to share the so many things going on. I was working on the 2026 planner today. I've actually been working on it for almost 3 months. So getting closer. The art's almost done. And some of the writing, general themes of like what I'm going to say is in there. And I'm going to try to finish up the art in the next week or two and then focus on finishing writing and the calendars and the numbers and the ephemeris and all that. So it's kind of awesome. And Tina too. Tina's here today. Tina and Patty are here today. Tina's OG also. She's one of the first people that I remember coloring with me. You guys are both, you two are both fearless in your style too. That's kind of interesting. You guys both experiment and don't get too hung up on perfection or whatever. You guys aren't afraid to try new things. And who knows? Maybe that's, oops, sorry, I bumped the camera. Maybe that's a key to longevity. I know we take breaks and have phases, and maybe you've had creative blocks, like who doesn't, you know, go in and out of it a little bit. I think that's normal too. But in general, I've noticed that you two have been at it a really long time. And I think maybe that flexibility and willingness to try new things, even if they don't work out perfectly, maybe they do. Maybe you discover something new and exciting. So, just an observation. I spent like half of my day working on something that didn't work out for the 2026 planner, but at the end of the day, I kind of knew what didn't work, and therefore I knew what did work. So it was a little frustrating, but it's also okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we have like the OG crew here. You were the third person I had in mind that has been coloring my stuff for years and years. All three of you. You guys are like a little like a little tree. Linda, Pat, Tina are like a little trio of OG Coloring Book of Shadows people that have been at it for years. You guys are like a little triangle on the map too. Yeah, experimenting is fun. I actually do it more, to be quite honest. I'm kind of a chicken, but then when I do it, I'm like, oh my God, that was so great. It's like a roller coaster way. I'm a scaredy cat, and then when I do it, it's so great. You are the OG crew, I swear to God. The three of you. It's so hot. It's amazing to have you all on this live. And new people too. But I was just telling Tina the other day, the three of you. I remember it all. I do have one of those annoying memories that remembers everything, like to my own detriment, you know. Remember all the embarrassing shit that I did. Oh well. Time to let it go, right? Okay, so I'm layering this way too much. I should have done the dark first. I think it helps to do the dark first because then you don't end up going over it as many times. Or I don't know about you. But me personally, I don't end up going over it as many times if I go dark first. But here we are. Ah, yes. Okay. Now I'm going to get my lightest color. I like to use my lightest color to blend all the darker colors. That works good for me. This feels nice just to like scribble. I know I say that every week, but I really like that. And you're just kind of not thinking anymore and you're putting some ink down. It feels nice. That's what it's all about. Okay. I think I've got enough going on there. And then I'm going to get, I did 2 of those corners in mauve. Yeah, it looks cool, right? I did 2 of those corners in mauve, and I'm going to do these little guys, these little interior corners. I won't do all the darker colors. I'll just do a little bit. And I'll move on to other parts of this. But I do like doing purple and dark backgrounds. I always have. It's kind of a funny story from when I was a kid. I remember it so clearly. I was coloring something, drawing something, and doing the background, and I colored it. I wanted to do the background dark purple, and my mom was like, "Oh, you ruined it." I don't think she didn't mean to. She was a very sweet mom. I'm not trying to rag on her, but I didn't. It was like a Crayola magic marker. It wasn't the right kind of marker to do a whole dark background. But I remember telling me that I ruined it by doing a dark background. And I was like, lady, what are you talking about? Like, dark grounds are cool. So it's always kind of been my taste. Uh-oh, Lynn's having a nor'easter. Went out. Are you coloring by candlelight? You still have Wi-Fi though? I just love the term nor'easter. It's like you gotta yell it. That's fabulous. I mean, it's not fabulous that your power went out, but I hope you stay nice and safe and dry over there. Nor'easter. I just like that a certain kind of storm. That's all I'm saying. Okay, these letters look like they're going to be really fun to color. So I'm going to do like a gradient, but first I'm just going to do this purple. The good thing about being a witch and a power outage is you have candles. Generally speaking, I mean. Have I thought about getting the Ohuhu pastels? First one I used. This prune one is a pastel. I have a small set of the Ohuhu pastel markers, and I have not had a chance to swatch them yet. So I really do that. And I've heard that the art, it's spelled like art with 2 A's, AATX. I've heard the Art X pastels are even better than the Ohuhu ones because they're like lighter pastels, like true pastels. The Ohuhu ones are pretty pastel, but I think the Art X ones are like even more pastel. And I kind of wanted those instead, but it's hard to get. Not all alcohol markers shipped to where I, which is kind of annoying. So I just got the ones that I could find that would ship to me. And that was the Ohuhu ones. But yeah, I think having a pastel set is nice because the darker ones you got to use a little sparingly, and having more pastel for the bases and stuff like that is great. Like all those, all of the parchment ones I used are considered pastels. And then this one I'm using right now, this prune, is a pastel. But having even a lighter set would be great, like the Ardex ones. I would still like to get the Ardex ones. My mom send them to me or something. Hi, Russell. I'm filming. Going away. Okay. Gotta go to meow. Okay. See you soon. It's my husband, Russell. He's so funny. Sometimes it just makes me laugh thinking about him. He's like hilarious. I think I would be a very serious little sausage without him. Like I tend to be too serious sometimes. And he really keeps life fun. I'll say that much about him. Okay. So if you do the top part of an eye like this, iris, is that the iris? The colored part? It looks realistic, kind of. Purple eyelashes. Who did eyelashes? Who remembers in the 90s when, like, maybe 80s too, but the colored mascara, oh my god, it was so cool. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun putting eye makeup on this page. If you're so inclined. I had my day with crazy. Apparently it's World Goth Day, so I should share some of my teenage pictures. Oh, good Lord. Talk about freaking my mom out with dark colors. Oh, those were the days. My mom is awesome, but she's not a goth. She has way more normie sensibilities than I do. She's creative and talented and lovely. She's lovely. She's wonderful. Very talented, creative scene and upholsterer. She's got beautiful taste. It's just different taste than me. But yeah, I think she wanted daughters that perfect little ballerinas, and she wanted normie children. And she did not get them, but she has done a beautiful job of accepting us for who we are. And that I think she now understands, and that is not a bad thing. Both my sister and I. Patty used to think that the colored mascara was awful. It was kind of. but it was fun. Glitter, that Makeup Forever brand. I don't know if you guys had that. I was obsessed with Makeup Forever, like that really cheap glitter eyeshadow and just like glitter that you put on your face. Oh man, I love that. And then you get some of it in your eye and your eyes are stinging the rest of the night. Big boots, really big boots. I wore huge boots. Oh, plastic pants. I wore plastic pants. Like I was into really like vinyl clothes, like skirts, mini skirts and pants and stuff. Ooh, have gold eyes with a weird green. That sounds lovely. So eyeshadow was hard to find. Yeah, I could see that. I think maybe wouldn't green eyeshadow look really nice with you, or like neutrals? Okay, I need to think about this next move here. So I want to do the rest, the border and everything in, I'm just going to go brown because I'm going to put gold watercolor over it. I was going to use more of like a orange color would be. How old was I when I was wearing those clothes and makeup? Like probably 16 to 20, probably 20. Yeah, I would say 16 to 20 because it was when I had to, like when I was 15, I was more wearing like, I couldn't drive myself to Haight Street in San Francisco to get the skirts. When I was 15, I couldn't get those things, right? And I don't think I had a job yet. But when I was 16, I drove myself. I had my first job and I could drive myself to the goth store. So that's when I started branching out a little bit more. But when I was 15, I was with Pink Floyd. So I had like a whole collection of big t-shirts. That was sort of my 15-year-old phase. And then, yeah, I went all out with my plastic pants. Good times. Makes me sweat just thinking about it, Julie. Julia still wears the vinyl pants. Good for you. I applaud you for wearing vinyl pants and skirts. I live in a tropical, so it's making me sweat just thinking about it. But I say good for you. I love that style. Tina, your parents would have been shocked and horrified. Yeah, mine were. Mine were shocked and horrified. Well, that didn't me. Oh no. Little Amy needed to express her goth. Okay, hold on. Let me go get my metallic watercolors. Tony, you love Pink Floyd? No. Me too. I don't listen to them as much these days, but I probably should. I was rightfully obsessed. Some of it's like, oh, man, my teenage years. It's from those really hard years, making me tear up thinking about it, to be quite honest. It was from those really crunchy, difficult years of my life. So, like, you know how music brings up memories? Maybe that's why I don't listen to it as much. but I still love it. Oh, he went to Catholic school and had uniforms, but those are though. I wanted the uniform, to be quite honest. There was a girls' school with uniforms, and I thought, cool. I like the schoolgirl look with the little socks and everything, the skirts. I thought that was cool. Okay, so I did the base in brown on these parts, and then I'm just going to add gold. And it's going to be and simple. And we'll call it for the day. A little bit messy there, but it's okay. So sparkly. This is bronzish. I probably should have used a different color, but that's okay. It's fine. This watercolor set, like one of these more silvery ones, maybe, but that's okay. I keep reaching for this stronger bronzish gold, so maybe that's the right choice. Lovely. Look how nice. Purple and gold is quite a lovely combination. Okay. Now I'm mixing up soupy color here. I'm going to splatter it, which is always really for me to do. Just sort of tapping the back of my brush like that. It's a cheap trick, but I don't care. I think it looks nice. And it's fun for me to do. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to splatter as much as I want. Speaking of 80s fashion, 90s splatter paint, I was really into it. It was like a little bit younger. That's rad. But look at all these little splatters. Look how cute. Looks like little stars. I love it. Okay. That's probably enough, even though I want to kind of feel compelled to do even more. But I will stop and I will do just a light touch around the edge. By a light touch, I mean a lot. Not. It's fun for me, so I will do it. All right, I think that's pretty good. Oh, wow. I love it. Love it. Simple in colors, like not too many, but effective. And it is pleasing to my eye, so job well done. I feel compelled to color in these little spaces with a little bit of glitter, so I'll do it. More glitter. Oh man, good times. Oh yeah, do your edges with paint, Tina. Give it a try. That might work better for you too if you're the splatter is too messy or like not your style. You can just add like a little to the edge. It looks so good. Looks so nice. You could do like your whole book, entire book. Maybe I'll do that at the end. Look at that. I will be looking at this all day because it is just very pleasing to my eye. I need to go back and do this, the gold on this page. So my phone battery is about to die. I'll go do this on my own time and then post it in the group. But thank you for joining me today. That was really fun. I hope you had a time. And if you colored something, you can DM me what you colored or post it in the group or on the Reddit. There's a subreddit, and then there's a Discord server, Coven, and then as well as the Facebook group. Or you could just tag me on Instagram and then DM me if you find any of those places. All right. Well, that's it for now. I'll see you next week. Thank you for joining me.